Nothing is set, reset. Ideas and thoughts can hold us back from our truth or our true self. For a long time, the majority of my life, I had this idea in my head about suffering and my self-worth and my so-called path in life. I thought that I had to do specific things to be liked or loved or worthy of anything positive coming to me. And while I agree with the thought we should always be in alignment with ourselves for our best outcome and living a path of peace and wellness, I've dropped the idea that I need to fit into a particular box, even my own. Thoughts can make us free to soar as eagles up on the hawk's nest, or they can drag us down and cage us against our best efforts. I'm sure that you felt wanted and unwanted thoughts before. I know that a lot of students come to me with intrusive thoughts that can keep them up at night. Worry, fear, nervousness, sadness, etc. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali highlight 3 specific sutras or texts that help us to become more immersed in spirit and can help shine some light on these powerful thoughts and feelings. The first is 2.7. Attachment is the dwelling upon pleasure. When we want something, a good conversation, a specific delicious food, or idyllic weather, we focus upon that, attaching to it, and then when it doesn't happen immediately or at all, it brings us suffering. The second is 2.8. Aversion is dwelling upon pain. This is when we don't want something to happen. So feeling uncomfortable when we're traveling, feeling sore after a workout, or maybe a confrontation with a loved one. If we continue to avoid pain or discomfort, this causes suffering because we're focused on avoiding the discomfort instead of working through it. And finally, 2.9. Clinging to life and the fear of death are sustained by the intrinsic force in the same way that other primal causes of suffering persist, dominating even the wise. Okay. So big feelings of attachment and aversion can cause even the best of us to feel suffering at some point in our life. The truth is that even our thoughts can reset. Nothing is truly ever set. We can start over, shift, or change our minds at any time. Our path is not laid out in stone, but are flexible and fluid like the sea. We are in charge of ourselves, our path, our decisions on what to accept as truth and what to discard. We can discern between, is this helpful? And does this idea serve me? Traditionally, the purpose of doing asana, the postures in yoga, is to connect with the body in such a way that it begins to still, calm, and relax. Once this process has taken place, we're able to meditate deeply and clear our mind. Meditation is one of the best ways to change a thought pattern or to simply quiet the chronic inner voice. When that inner voice is quiet and the thoughts have time to settle like sand in a glass jar of water slowly shifting to the bottom, we give ourselves time to process what is really serving us in our life and what is worth leaving behind. Everyone has difficulties with change at one time or another. The process of change can bring up these big feelings of aversion and attachment, leaving us in a whirlwind of emotions and ultimately suffering. Change, however, is manifested by the individual. It is birth, renewal, and part of the creative process. I'm holding live virtual classes on YouTube, which help us to accept what is and embrace ourselves through creating bad art, which can help us in the process of resetting those thought patterns and ideas. You can check out the full schedule updated monthly on my website and, of course, my Facebook page. Thank you for watching and have a warm and peaceful rest of your day.